what it do? Let it do what it do, what it do.
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
They up the level, I'ma up the level with them every time.
I mean what I say, lines only purple.
Oh! Charlo just dropped Lubin with that sweeping right and goes down face first. It's over.
All right. Back by popular demand. That's what they tell me. What's going on, everybody? This is KQKC BOXING NETWORK. And we back with another one. Yes, sir. Man, I appreciate everybody that came in today. I appreciate everybody that hit that like button. All right. Yes, sir. And shake that algorithm up. Okay. Now, let's see who all in the building. Because KQ, look, I get right to it. All right. I ain't got time to mess around. All right. Yes, sir. Get right on to it. And shout out to all the people that watched the replay. And I see that the replay, like 200 people watched it. So I appreciate that. All right. So let me start from the beginning and see who all up in here. All right. Yeah. My man, Eugene Johnson, man. Shout out to the Johnson family, baby. All right. Yes, sir. Hello to all the good sisters and brothers in the chat. Too many to type in, so everyone blessing. Yes, sir. All right. Ray Patterson's up in here. All right. What's going on, Josh? I see you, man. What's good? Oh, man, let's go, my guy, Zulu Lion is in the building, baby. All right, salute to you. TJ is in here. Terrell Jackson is up in here. And we got my man, Boss Dog, is up in here. What's going on, boss? Yes, sir. Salute to you, bro. All right, we got Von Greenhill in here. All right, what's going on, Von? You good, man? All right. Man, that's what we got so far. Hopefully, like Manager Marty say, hopefully the viewership will increase expeditiously. All right, so I'm gonna just dive right onto it. First of all, I got some news you can use, definitely, no doubt about it. That's what I bring to the table. Now, one thing I have to say, Tim Tszyu is trying to now get his career back on track. Other words, he got knocked out. Pretty much, he had a big cut over his head. I mean, he had a bad year. This year, last year. I mean, his career was going strong. His career was going real strong until that happened with Fundora. And now he kind of like changed his whole team around. Now he has a new trainer. What's his name? Pedro Diaz. Okay. I'm not too familiar with him, but I heard his name in the circles of trainers. So he's supposed to be a good trainer. So Tim Tszyu gonna spend a lot of time over in the United States. He have to pretty much go to his trainer. His trainer don't want to go the down under. You know, that's like 2 days away or some shit like that. So basically, he gonna be spending time over here. So hopefully he can get his career going. Now that's another player. That's another player at 154. 154 is getting deep, y'all. I'm telling you right now. Like I said once before, 154 is just like the glamour division of 147. It's the new glamour division, I might add. All right. Now, Devin Haney. Okay. And I just want to throw that out about Tim Tszyu. So y'all can, for those that like Tim Tszyu, remember how Tim Tszyu was looking strong, knocked out Tony Harrison, and I mean, he was just, he was starting to take off. He was starting to take off until that episode happened with Fundora. So now, I just thought maybe y'all might find that interesting. Now, Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. That's a fight that has been really talked about lately. You got people giving a assessment on it, like Tim Bradley, and then also you got what's the young man that the young man named that fought Brian Norman Sr. Greg Hackett. Okay, they got two different scenarios. All right, and I'm gonna get into that a little later, but right now I want to talk about Devin Haney and how he is starting to pretty much rub the critics the wrong way. Now, a lot of people say that Devin Haney can win this fight possibly. But if you look at Brian Norman right now, he's ready right now. He's in tip-top shape right now. I mean, he can go and fight right now if he wants to. But there's a problem. See, you can't overtrain. You cannot overtrain. And that's the problem with a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters, you want to be in shape. You want to go the distance. You want to have air when you go the distance. You want to be able to perform in round 12 like you do in round 1. So sometimes you go a little carried away. And now that's a bad thing sometimes. Now he want to pull back some and then pull forward, when you get close to the fight. So remember, this fight going to take place later on in more than 3 weeks away. So, but I think this is, it's a good thing. I think they can work on a few things, and so we're gonna see what happens. Now, in that same sentence, we got a guy named Troy Isley. Now, Troy Isley been training with Devin Haney. They brought him in there to kind of like mimic Brian Norman Jr. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. What's up, DG? What's up, Derek? I'm gonna tell you this. Bad idea. And let me tell you why. See, this is why Bill Haney is a dumbass. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to figure out, look, we gotta bring in a real trainer. What's up, LJ? What's going on, Lee Jackson? What's on one hitter? Oh, quitter is in here. All right, yes, sir. So now, Troy Isley, if you know who he is, if you're familiar with him, you know he's not an action-packed fighter. He don't let his hands go. Yeah, he look good with the muscles and all that. Thomas Hill is up in here. What's going on, Thomas? So Troy Isley is supposed to be mimicking Devin Haney. Well, I don't think it's going to go the way Troy Isley wants it to go or think it's going to go, because Troy Isley is saying that Devin Haney will outbox Brian Norman. Now, of course, yeah, that sounds good. Devin does have a great jab. One thing about it, I'm not gonna diminish. I call it down the middle. Yeah, Devin has a great jab, but that's all he has, a great jab. And this is the problem, because Brian Norman Jr., he's not going to sit there and don't let his hands go. Troy Isley do. Now, Brian Norman Jr. is not going to sit there and let Devin Haney do what he want to do to him. Troy Isley just sit back and try to counterpunch. Bad makeup. All right, bad makeup. All right. So that's how I see it. And bad all the way around. And now, before I move on to the next subject, really, look, Devin got to win this fight. Okay, I'm not a Devin fan. I'm not, and probably never will be. But he needs to win this fight, or that's the end of his career. You read what I said in what it's going to be about today, because he's grown now. He's a grown man. He got his grown man strength, and you don't have to be strong to win a fight, but you got to have some type of power that keeps the people off of you, to keep the opponent off of you, to keep the fighter off of your ass. Yes, sir, one hit quitter. He said Devin got a better chance swimming without getting wet. Yes. He gonna have to do that. You have to do that because Brian Norman's not gonna let up. Let me tell you something. I don't know the game plan, but I will tell you this. It's so much talk going on between these two camps. I'm talking about disrespect talk. All right? So now they like, on the Norman side, They want to take Devin head off. They want to sit there and they're going to sit there and do whatever they can to try to get to Devin Haney. And what Devin Haney going to do? He's going to be on that bike. See, I'm always like the old school guys. You're only good at your last fight. But I'm going to go a little further than that. You're good at your last 2 fights. Remember Ryan Garcia? First guy Devin Haney ever fought that was his size. That was his size. All right. First guy he fought that was his size. So now, what's up, Derek Gable? I appreciate you, baby. Night. Cash. Wow. App. Oh, app. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, bro. All right. Yes, sir, man. Give you this boxing talk. All right. Thank you. Even though we ain't got no fights, I still give you some boxing talk, baby. All right. I can do this all day long. But anyway, still in all, so Brian Norman's not gonna sit back and lay back and let the fight come to him. He's not that type of fighter. Now, if you look at his picture, I think they got it in Boxing Scene, I think. Look at the muscles on this guy. And I'm talking about he's in shape. I mean, really, really in shape. Now, I've seen Devin. Devin bigger now. And Devin put on a lot of muscle. A lot of muscle. Mistake again. This is why I say you need a real trainer in there. Devin is not used to having all that muscle. So you think he's going to sit there and fight like that? No. All you got to do is take him in deep waters and drown him. Devin ain't used to fighting with all that muscle. He used to weight bullying. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me explain to you what weight bullying he been doing. He been boiling down to certain weight classes like 135, when your ass is about 147. That's what I call weight bullying. And they know what they was doing. Same way in the Lomachenko fight. The same way all the fights he had at 135. And now he went across somebody like Ryan Garcia. I say you're only good as your last fight, but I'm going to say the last 2 damn fights. All right? Because we see what he did on the street corner with Ramirez. All right? He ran like a chicken with his head cut off. And then also, Ryan threw his ass around the ring. And of course, like I told you the other day, what did Bill say? Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, okay, keep on getting a concussion in the back of your head. All right? Yeah, you're doing a good job, Bill. All right? But anyway, I just want to put that out there and say that, look, this is crazy. All right, this is crazy. What's up, Night Rider? What's going on? Creole the Travelers in here. Would it be a good strategy for Norman Jr. to fall back and force Devin to push the action? Yeah, that would be a good strategy. But see, Devin, he like to lay back. See, this is the thing because Brian Norman's a come forward fighter. All right, and Devin is, you know what? I'm gonna get to this now. All right, I was trying to say it for a little later on with Brian Hackett and Timothy Bradley. Now, Timothy Bradley said, and I quote, well, what Brian Norman have to do is force Devin Haney to his right. Okay? To his right. Because Devin like to throw that jab on the left. Now, he can force Devin to the right, then he can catch with a left hook. Because remember, Ryan Garcia, left hook. Devin don't know how to defend that right away. Devin don't know how to defend it at all. He tried to pretty much hold the phone, but the holding the phone, he got it down here, which makes Ryan Garcia loop, or Brian Norman loop that left hand on that damn ear, or that equal, baby, that equilibrium. You know, Devin's defense is weak as fuck. Yes, it is. Because when you get in trouble, when you can't clinch, and when Brian Norman Jr. refuse that clinch, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? He tried to hold sometimes, but he's all the way down like a baby on his knees, on the opponent's knees, holding on. See, this is why I say he needs to win this fight. He needs to win this fight. And you know what? And I ain't trying to down no fighter. I would like to see him win. I would. Because right now, you up there with the big boys now. Ain't no more weight blowing, baby. You have to put up or shut up. You have to put up your own weight. Now, of course, like I said, if he doesn't win this fight, Turkey's through with him. He already through with him in a minute. Anyway, Mr. Tucson, baby. A up, A down. What's going on with you? All right. Salute to you, bro. All right. Yes, sir. He can't fight at Norman's rage. Yes. There you go, Z. He's going to be on the back foot. Now, I get you one hit a quitter. I get what you're saying. Let Devin come to him and force the action. Right? But see, Devin, no, he's like to fight on the back foot. That's a good strategy, though, because Devin might feel a success like Rolly Romero. Y'all remember Rolly Romero when he fought Tank? He had a little success. Then he started coming forward. But that's a bad way to do. You know, you the one defensive responsible. He wasn't defensive responsible. Then guess what? Tank just waiting on him, timed him, bam. Now, Brian Norman can do the same thing. But Brian Norman just so much want to get to him and want to get to his opponent that he going to pretty much be chasing Devin around. Because I know Devin going to get on that bike. He going to get on that bike. And I'm talking about he ain't going to be on no 5-speed. He going to be on a 10-speed bike. That's how fast he going to like get out of there. Because he don't like to get hit. Now, let me say this. I've been saying this since the Ryan Garcia fight. PTS, I goddamn D. Now, again, you're only good as your last fight. But with Devin Haney, he's only good as his last 2 damn fights. And I don't see him changing in this fight with Brian Norman, especially after that knockout he had over in Japan. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't no dummy. Now, that guy he knocked out in Japan, he wasn't the most talented fighter. Okay? He wasn't. But still in all, he got knocked the hell out. Okay? Yeah. Devin could always become a professional pillow fighter. Oh, yeah. Man, oh, man. Somebody sent me, I think Eugene sent me that. I never seen that before in my life. They are in the ring, listen, y'all, with pillows. And they like, bam. a bam, right? Not with your fist, though. They had the pillow, like, slapping with the pillow and shit. And the dude got rocked with the pillow, right? I'm like, oh, shit, what the hell is this? What am I watching? Man, oh, man, oh, man. I tell you, boy. Woo-wee. But anyway, that made me think of that shit. I should have posted that up here. Man, but that's just so funny. But it's not funny because when you look at your career and you've been pretty successful in your career, Dr. Mark, what's going on? Oh, Mr. Flawless, all right? Yes, pimp daddy, old school style. That's my guy. But when you look at Devin Haney's career and you look at what success he had at a young age, you can't have no excuses. You had all the talent in the world around you. You had the Floyd Mayweathers. You had the Zab Judahs, right? I mean, you are the godson of Zab Judah. You had all the boxing talent in the world. And now this is how you turn out. Why? Because your daddy. See, all these granddaddies, because they ain't daddies, they granddaddies now. You know, sometimes you got to let go and let a real trainer come in there and teach your son some things. Devin could win this fight if he had the right mentality, if he had the right strategy. He could win. Oh, well, win on a scorecard, because ain't no knockout, it ain't coming that way. But Brian Norman and his father, they smell blood. They smell blood. And they want him out of there. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, Turkey don't like Devin there. All right? That's why he put him on the undercard. Eddie, he don't want to be bothered with him now. Because of that damn 3 o'clock in the morning call, he trying to beg for tickets and shit. Right? He don't like him. Ty Rank don't want to deal with him. And he definitely don't want to go to PBC. So now Turkey is his only ally. He's his only one. But if he goes in there and with the Tom and Jerry move, then that's it. BLK Prime, hit his ass calm. For real. For real, for real. All right? Now, all right, man, if anybody want to chime in, just chime on in, baby. All right? Yes, sir. Derek Gabe said Norman can walk up to Devin with his hands behind his back, and Devin can't punch. Yep. That's just about how he's pretty much on the point, though. That's about how it is. Because he can't hurt him, you know. Hey, what's going on, Nisi? What's going on with you? All right, good to see you. All right, why you mad, Toya? What's going on, Toya? Until 813. What's good with you? So yeah, you're right. But listen, this is basically do or die. Okay? And we're gonna talk about T.O. and Shakur Stevenson. We're gonna talk about that fight. Because I really, really got a lot to say about that fight. Richie L, what's going on? Nee, what's going on? All right, who you got? Parker or Fabio? Oh man, I got Parker. Toya. Cause see, Parker, he always come behind, and man, look what he did to Wilder. Look what he did to Daniel Dubois. I mean, Parker is the lost kept secret in the heavyweight division. You know, so and he earned his spot out from the mud. All right. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get off topic, but I'm just answering her question. All right. Now, Roach is feeling himself right now, y'all. Okay. But I'm gonna get to what Roach's father said a little later, that thumbnail up there. But Roach is saying, listen, the reporter asked him about his fight with Pitbull Cruz. And of course, he didn't mention Tank this time, but he alluded to it. Yeah. So they asked him about that fight. He said, man, look, you know what I do to little guys. You know how I play. You know how I do a little guy. Yeah, what? Come up short, nigga? Come up short? Yeah, that's what you do to little guys. You came up short. Somebody, please, anybody, Quick, Nee, Ray, Eugene, somebody please tell this guy he had a draw. Can somebody please tell him he didn't win? Man, somebody please. Damn, man. But I'm trying to say y'all think KO. Okay, you talking about with the Wally fight? Yeah, that's the only way it's gonna go. I really believe that. Now that young boy is Wally. He's a young guy. He's a good fighter, but it's just not his time. Okay, it's just not his time. You know, it's just not his time. All right. So, but anyway, Pitbull going to knock some sense into him. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Lamar Roach, you can't look at the size. You got to look at the power when you're talking about Pitbull. Pitbull got a head like a concrete cinder block. And I'm not just exaggerating. All right? You know? I mean, his head is hard as a rock, dude. Man. So I think Pitbull may win. There you go, Troy. Everybody's starting to turn the tables a little bit. Number one, Lamar Roach is not focused. Okay? He is not focused. Now, he's more focused on a rematch with Tank and Tank to do him right and Tank owe him some step aside money and this and that, you know, and I'm gonna get to what his father said in a little while. But you know, look, dude, you need to focus on what's in front of you. Every fighter knows that. Every fighter that fights knows that. You got to pretty much focus on who's in front of you. Forget about that other distracting and stuff. All right? He distracted still. Yes, Zoo. Yes, he is. And it's a damn shame. Let it go, dude. Who knows? You might go back and revisit that. But you jumped up weight classes. You know, this is what I really detest and hate in the sport of boxing. This guy, one guy, fought and fights at 130, 135, and 140. See what I mean? This just goes to show you how boxing it is. How it's watered down. What Tank say? Boxing. Let's say. I thought I wrote it down right there, but yeah, he said something, and it made sense. You know, it made sense. I thought I wrote it down about that, but it made sense though. All right, look like a Turi Gotti glove. Look like a Turi glove. TKO. Oh, yeah, you know. So I mean, I guess you know, Lamar Roach is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. All right, Tank said it's garbage. Yeah, it's garbage. Yeah, that's what it was. It was garbage and something else. And this goes to show you how they don't have no hold on. Now, boxing will never die. Okay, no doubt about it. But that don't mean they're gonna try to wreck it from the inside out and trying to change it from the inside out, just like Dana White trying to do. You know, so but I think boxing gonna still hold strong. But yeah, it is could be garbage. It is. You know, it could be garbage, and it's starting to act like a watered down garbage. I mean, how is Lamar Roach fighting in 3 different weight classes and still hold a belt at 130? And still hold a belt at 130. You see what I mean? You know what? I might well get to what his father said too while we're on this damn subject. All right. Now, Lamar Roach on that thumbnail up there. Him and Kevin Ford are going at it. Right? Kevin Ford said, wait a minute. You know, because they've been doing a lot of talking. Y'all know that. I would sit there and report about it every goddamn day almost. Well, Kevin Ford said, look here. Y'all was nobodies. Y'all was nobodies too. We sit there and gave y'all a fight. Now y'all supposed to be the best in the world now. Are you kidding me? Well, of course, Lamar Roach Sr. said, hey, look here, dude. We always been somebody. We always been elite. You know, now, okay. I like for fathers to take up for their son and shout out their son and say their son this and that. But let's not be crazy. Nobody didn't know who you was. You had a damn belt. Nobody still didn't know who you was. Unless you're a die-hard boxing fan. Because remember, the casuals keep this shit running. The casuals keep this running. Huh? So therefore, here you got Lamar Roach saying they all been sitting there trying to shit on Tank and things like that. Now, for the rematch and this and that, but they didn't know the details and all that. And plus, anyway, the way boils down to is Al Haymon made it right, okay? In their eyes. You got a championship fight. You about to fight on pay-per-view, dude. Be thankful. All that because you fought Gervonta Davis. But you came up short, but you did a good job. So please, miss me with that shit. And focus on Pitbull. Because Pitbull throw them bombs, I'm telling y'all right now. He don't jab. Hell, Pitbull threw about 3 jabs in the last 10 fights. He coming with a whoop. He come with a whoop, and he going to keep on coming because his head is like a concrete cinder block. His head is hard as hell. So you ain't going to knock him out, Lamont. Lamont like to fight up close. Pitbull, he going to come and push you back. He going to push you back. Then Lamont like to sit there and go, Imano. No, he ain't going to fight you like Tank fought you. He going to fight you a different way. He going to bag you up. That's what he going to do. What's up, Thomas? Thomas here. Thomas here said, man, I agree. Okay, but with all due respect, all right, Tank did say he would rematch him in interview. Of course. Yes. So he needs to go on and spark him after this fight. And then hopefully it's the list afterward. Yes. Well, see, now, if Tank don't, I understand. I don't want him to. I want him to go ahead and get his rematch like Floyd did. But Lamont Roach talked so much garbage and shit, he might talk himself out of the rematch. He might have talked himself out of it. And if Lamont Roach lose against Pitbull, that rematch is over. That rematch ain't gonna happen. But one thing I do have to say, Tank, go get your shit. Go finish that up. Because that's unfinished business in my book. Now, listen, I like Tank. I'm a fan of his. But right is right. Listen, you got to go make that right, dude. You just can't leave it like that. Floyd, heard everybody, all the rumblings. Man, you lost to Marco Madonna. Know what? Let's rematch that shit. I'm going to show y'all. All right? Same with Castillo. Castillo was banging that body on Floyd. Okay, no, we're going to rematch this. And we're going to do it the next fight. So, I mean, I get the money grab. I get that. But come on back and do what you're going to do. Don't let Lamont Roach and his father sit there and lie like they're doing. They said they retired Tank. Now, let me tell you something. That's the biggest lie I ever heard. Now, listen to this. Tank Davis to retire because Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach said we retired Gervonta Davis. Now, this was on a social media site. That's a lie. That's a lie. Tank been talking about retirement long before that Roach fight. See how people take shit and run with it like blue blood. You cannot take a piece of a segment and make it a big lie. You cannot do that. And of course, a lot of people caught it. A lot of people said, no, wait a minute, he's lying. Now, he said that according to social media, yes, sir, everybody brought up the receipts to show that Tank been talking about this for the longest. Come on. Content creators, y'all got to do better than this shit. I'm serious. Man. You know, so, I mean, it is what it is. You know, but anyway, Tank got to take care of that. Regardless what happened, Tank have to take care of that. All right? Because you always going to have that cloud over your face. And especially if Lamont Roach wins, then everybody going to say, well, he could have been champion right now. He could have been that man. But no, he couldn't. See, one thing about it, and I'm going to say it again, damn it. All right? Because it seems like y'all can't understand shit. Just because you win or lose, it's not that. It's that included. But you got to put asses in the seats. You got to sell tickets, damn it. You got to do pay-per-view numbers. Those what makes a great fighter and things. All right? I mean, come on. Man. So, Lamont Roach don't have that. Lamont Roach, he wear a hat with his hair showing in the front. He don't wear it down. He wear it like Goober. All right, off the Andy Griffin show. Y'all probably don't remember that. But still, you know, he's not exciting. I mean, yeah, he's kind of like worrisome, you know, but still in all, he's a good fighter, and you got to go get that shit back. I'm sorry, that's the end of the line. I don't know what else to tell you. You got to get that back. You know, you got to get that back. You know, I mean, you got money. You know, I mean, that ain't the problem. The problem is reputation. The problem is always what it looks like. You know, and that's what he has to do. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He needs to get that back. All right? Big Block, what's going on with you, bro? All right, good to see you, man. All right? Yes, sir. So, Night Rider, you still in here? Trying? Yeah, Night Rider listening. Yeah, he listening. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, so yeah, so that's how it is, you know. But listen, the Roaches, they got a right to say what they want to say. I ain't mad at them, you know. I'm not mad at them, you know. So I mean, you know, talk your ish. All right, I ain't gonna start Roach next time. Yeah, I think he's gonna stop him next time. I think he's gonna stop him next time because I think he focused. I think now I might be wrong, y'all. Okay, I said this once before, but I might be wrong. He was negotiating with Roach. Jake Paul, and he's looking through Lamar Roach so he can get that big payday. You know, because remember that fight was just about completed before he even fought Lamar Roach. See, remember he was in the dressing room saying, "My next fight is not gonna be in somebody in this room." That means the fight was completed, signed, sealed, and delivered. Only thing to say that if the fight is a done deal. Lamar Roach didn't know that though. So a lot of people didn't know that. But it was a done deal. So I mean, it is what it is, you know. So but yeah, my man, Dr. March. All right, man, appreciate you, brother. And that cash app. Oh, just for showing love for the grind, baby. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate that, man. Oh, man, I do. All right, you just don't know. You just don't know, man. For real. Yes, sir, man. But I appreciate you, my fellow Chicago brother. Farms B, what's going on? What if Roach lose? Do you think Tank should still rematch him? Yes, I think he should. Because remember, Tank fought both of these guys. But he had a draw with Lamar Roach. Now, I think Tank could beat Lamar Roach because his mind will be cleared and things like that. And he had something on his mind, I think. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying. So I think he still should rematch him. Okay? I think he still should rematch him. You can't erase that draw off your record. But you goddamn it, you know, you can correct that shit. All right? You know what I mean? You know, so that's what I think. Yeah. So Thomas said, you're not KQ. He was wrapping his mind around the promise he made to Al Haney in his words. He said publicly regarding Jake Paul plus some. That's right. Well, what it was is that Jake Paul, no, Al Haney had nothing to do with this. Al Haney had nothing to do with it. It's pretty much the court date, all that shit. That was afterwards. All that came after that. Okay, he had Jake Paul, and they already had that situated, pretty much a done deal almost. And then here come the court dates. Here come the baby mama, and then the court date. They had to get a continuance. All that. Jake Paul was done. That was a done deal. All that was already done. You know, so it don't have nothing to do with it. Al Hammond, you know, he don't get into stuff like that. You know, no, he just tell you what he want. You know, yeah. So, okay. So Tank pressed the pause button and went to get this bag real quick. Well, basically that's what it is. All right, basically what it is. You know, is it bad timing? Yeah. You know, it didn't look right. You know, people looked at it like, you just gonna stop and pause, you know? What's up, Brian King Falcone? But I hear you, Thomas Hill. I hear you, bro, because he had a lot going on. He did. You know, I ain't trying to take up for nobody, nothing like that. You know, the court days, then the judge gonna push it back, and then you gotta push the fight back, and then people say the fight on this date, and the fight ain't on that date, and you know, it just was all a goddamn debacle, you know, and you know, it just looked bad, you know, it just looked bad, you know, and I don't know, it just looked bad. If he could have did it some other way, let's say because Jake Paul wanted to, remember, it supposed to be Canelo. It supposed to be Canelo and Jake Paul, but Canelo, he breached the contract. And Turkey snatched him up. So Jake Paul went to the Tank. And so Tank, he went on and said, okay, took that money. But see, like I say, it's the wrong time. If he could have rematched Roach first, then get that bag. But hold on, y'all. Who said that bag would have been there? Who said that bag would have been there? You see what I'm saying? And plus, Jay Paul was at that fight too when he fought Lamont Roach. And he came out to a draw. Jay Paul stood up like, woo, right? Because one fight that you about to fight somebody and they lose or get knocked out or something, then that'll look like you fighting him the next. You catching him at his lowest point. So, yeah, so Tank want to get that over with, Yeah. But I'm not mad at him for taking that fight. It's a trash fight, though, but a money grab. But do the right thing. All right? Do the right thing. That's all I'm saying. Go back and rematch the man. Okay? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying. Just go back and rematch him. If he still want to rematch or if he got to fight, whatever. I don't know. Maybe that ship is sailed. I don't know. Because right now, he's looking at Pitbull Cruz. So right now, he got to take care of that business. And right now, Pitbull Cruz is ready for him. Man, in fact, Pitbull Cruz looking good right now. So I think Lamont Roach need to focus on what's in front of him first. So Tank need to spend that block and fight him. Just get it out the way. If Lamont Roach lose, still I think he should go head on and just say, okay, look, I told you. But then again, people gonna look at it, well, Lamont Roach is a hype job and this and that. You know how people do. Because remember, when he got ready to fight Lamont Roach, people looking at him like, why you fighting that dude? But anyway, let's keep going, okay? Now, Jerron Boost Ennis, okay? He did an interview with Haney. Hell, I don't know the damn name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Something Haney. Okay? Well, and this goes to show you that Boost don't know what the hell is going on with his own career. I'm sorry. I'm not calling him a dummy. I'm not calling him lame. I'm not saying none of that. This is Eddie's fault. This is Eddie's fault. Okay? This is Eddie's fault. Because Eddie got that boy all over the place in that interview. In that interview, he was all over the place. He had 147 and said, well, we made them an offer and we wanted to fight Ortiz at 147. Eddie know that boy couldn't make 147. Virgil Ortiz could not make 147. Y'all remember the stomach problems and stuff. He fights at 154. So why would you make him an offer at 147? That don't make no sense. You knew what it was before you made the offer, unless you're trying to save face. Because everybody knows the problem that Ortiz had. And it was a medical problem. He just couldn't make that type of weight. And so now the issues are gone since he moved up to 154. And that's the problem. That is the problem that with Boots, and that's why people say, Boots, he's a hype job or this and that, because Eddie got him looking like that. That interview was terrible. He was all over the place with that interview. This is Eddie's fault. Eddie got the man, this and that. Then you calling out Ortiz. Ortiz team say, look, they playing games. We was ready to go and fight. But then they still playing. So we took another fight and this and that. And, and Ortiz. Now, don't get me wrong. All right. Yeah, that interview hardly got any views. Yes, Night Rider. It didn't get no views on that because people I hate to say this, but they're looking at Boots now as a hype job that don't carry no weight. I know Deans by any means and guys from Philadelphia, they love Boots and this and that. Okay, well, y'all just about the only one that love Boots right now. Because I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. It's just that he's all over the place right now. He's all over the place. And right now, he don't know how to answer the questions. And you know what? It might be that he don't even know the answers. It might that he might need somebody to speak for him. Sometimes fighters need that. And Duran's quiet, laid back. He's trying to explain it the best way he can. But Eddie, he kind of like spans it. So now, Boots looking like, now, hold on. Now, Boots could fight Ortiz. Now, he gave Ortiz all the credit in the world, right? He gave him all the credit in the world, but still in all, I mean, think about it at 154, okay? Now, these are the people at 154 that I think Boots should be fighting, and they talking about. Now, they are saying, Eddie, and Boots saying these guys are next. Bondura, Xander Zayas, and look, I like Xander. That's my guy. But Xander is nothing but food right now. Xander is nothing but food right now for Jerron Ennis. Now, that's the weakest link. That's the weakest link right now at 154. Then you got Murchala. Now, those guys right there, those are the names. Those are the names I would like to see him fight. You feel me? So, what's going on, Eugene? What's going on, brother? He said, monetarily, it would be good for Boots to just start fighting all in his current weight division. Exactly. Clean that division out and start leaving money on the table. These guys want to talk now and fight when they're too old. Exactly. See, this is the problem. You know what? And hold that thought, because I'm going to talk about Shakur and Tio, and that's going to kind of like come and play about what's going on with that fight. Okay? And so now Boots could be fighting. Now, this makes sense in my book. Jamel Charlo. All right? Former undisputed at 154. Okay? If you can make that fight, go ahead and make it. But guess what Eddie said? Well, they might be asking for too much money. What? Dude, pay them and Boots fight them and beat them, then they'll put him at another level. Not only Jamel, Charlo, Earl Truth the Spence. Earl Truth Spence. He want that smoke. All right? No, I already mentioned Charlo, Northside. Yeah. I already mentioned Charlo. So they want Jamel first. But Eddie said, no, he might want too much money. So what? He came out with Canelo bag. He was former undisputed at 154. Get him that damn money, dude. And then Boots fight him. Now, that's my favorite fighter, y'all. But I told y'all, I'll call it down the middle. Jamel ain't what he used to be. Hell, KQ ain't what he used to be. But he ain't what he used to be. He been absent for 3 years. So let Boots fight him. And if he defeat him, that's a notch in his belt. Oh yeah, Lubin been chatting too. Don't worry, we don't get to that. Man, shit, I ain't missing a beat. God damn it. All right, but one thing about it, listen. You got guys like Jamel Charlo and Earl Spence. They are old school. They are PBC. They are former undisputed, former unified champions. Come on. That's right. That's right. That ain't easy. That's not easy, Z. Pay that man that money. Because Charlo did like I think you should do. He went through that whole goddamn division. Now, Boost, you said you the man now. All right, because Terrence ain't coming back. I'm going to let you know right now. Terrence ain't coming back not to 154. Maybe 160, but not 154. So, therefore, you're going to have to sit there and deal with Charlo. Charlo said, hey, I'm good. I'm going. I'm good. Earl Spence said, yeah, I'm good to go too. Pay them boys. And then Boost go in there, and let's say you clean them out. Then people going to be looking at you, oh, man. You know, and you think Limo? No. If you beat a Earl Spence, and you beat a Jamel Charlo, they both only got one defeat on their record. Man, Eddie, I'm telling you right now, if you don't make this happen, because you got Jamel Charlo, you got Earl Spence, you got Fundura, you got Xander Zayas, you got Mortales, all right, up there. You got to make something happen for this young man. Yeah, and Ortiz too. Yeah, Ortiz too. Because let Lubin tell it. Ortiz is the best thing since sliced bread in 154. Matter of fact, Lubin run his mouth like you said. He talking about, listen, Ortiz beat Mercantile better than Terrence Crawford did. I mean, Lubin been running that mouth, baby. Like you said, he been running that mouth. Hell, Terrence Crawford was pretty much just a big weight bully. He fought them on their way out or when they're older or something wrong. Terrence Crawford, let Lubin tell it, was at the right place at the right time all the time. All the time, goddamn it. So, now, those ain't my words. So don't go say, KQ, talk about that. But if you want to, go ahead. I ain't scared no smoke. Yeah, but still, this is what Lubin's saying. You know, now Lubin, I don't know if he hyping himself up. Yes, Marquis, yes, he always been that. That ain't no secret. You know, boy, always been an opportunist. No doubt about it. He listened to damn Bill Haney, and he said, Bill Haney, oh man, you can fight Canelo. And what makes it so bad, and shout out to the Anger Man podcast, because I was looking at the video, they did a short rather, and you know, come think of it, Terrence Crawford was bigger than Canelo that night. I wasn't really looking at the size, but then I went back and I looked. I said, you damn right, he is bigger than Canelo that night. You see what I'm saying? He didn't take no fights that year. You see? And I looked at them right side by side. In the ring now. In the ring. After they rehydrated up and everything. Bud was way bigger. Way, way bigger. Muscles, everything. Come on. Sometimes you can be at the right place at the right time with in this sport. Now, I reminded y'all last time, Bud only fought one time, twice, to become undisputed. He fought Canelo one time and became undisputed. He fought Earl Spence one time and became undisputed. After Earl did all the heavy lifting. After Canelo did all the heavy fucking lifting. Come on. Really? Now, like I said, that's why I like Jamel Charlo so much. He didn't leave nothing at chance. Y'all can hate him, or y'all can love him, or y'all can loathe him. Because one thing about Jamel Charlo, he went from the bottom to the top, baby, and got them all out of there. A couple of them he had a rematch, like Tony Harrison, and like Brian Castano. That's what I call going undisputed. You don't leave nothing at chance. You know what? Oh, he could have beat you. He could have beat you. Oh, he could. You know what? I fought them all. I fought them all, and I goddamn won. That's how you become undisputed. That's how you become undisputed. Now, y'all gonna look it up? Y'all gonna look it up? But I'm telling you right now, undisputed was made for you to go through the division, win, and come out on top. Not meant for you to fight one guy and become undisputed. Come on now. And then you look at Canelo and Crawford, you be like, damn, bud, is big. And like you James said, snatch work. Yes, sir. That snatch shit work. You know, because I really didn't dawn on me. You know, when I call fights, I'm calling and looking at, I'm not really looking at their size, you know, or I did look at it, but I kind of ignored it, really, you know. But then if you get a good look of side to side inside the ring, then, you know, you be like, wait a minute, he bigger than him. God damn, bud. You know, and he put all that muscle on. Okay. I'm just saying, you don't take my word for it. Go back and watch it. You know, go back and watch it and see what you think. You know, but I don't like the way that is done, undisputed. Okay, I get it. You know, politics wise, you know, but I just don't like it. Baba D, what's going on? All right, I didn't see you. All right, not only was Bud bigger, but if you wanted to be fair, look at the fight closely. Listen to the commentary. They was in favor of Bud. Andre Ward had no business commentating that fight. Yes. You're right. Bobby D. Because Andre Ward, because I usually go back and watch fights before Man Knockout going on. So I usually get up in the morning and look at it so I can know what I'm talking about. So Andre Ward, he wasn't getting Canelo no props. Oh man, Bud fighting a beautiful fight, this and that. But when Canelo caught Bud a couple times and shit, you know, Andre Ward said, "Oh, a good shot." No, he knocked his ass off of balance. Okay, so when you that close, and when you like Shakur, Carissa Shields, Andre Ward, now Raymond Ford, and Team Crawford, then y'all pretty much, you know, it's in for pretty much a one-sided thing, you know. Now I got a lot of respect for Andre Ward. I do. I mean, a former Olympic star, and this and that. He's a minister, you know. But damn that. You showing favoritism, and I get it. That's your boy. That's your homie. But that's my boy, my homie. I'll be honest. Goddamn it, I'll be honest with him. So, see, that's what I say. You know, see, I don't like somebody just come on in and you come undisputed. Now, I get it. You know, Earl Spence wanted to become undisputed champion because he had no more time left because he couldn't make the weight. But you got 3 belts and he only has 1 that you need. And then he loses and he becomes undisputed. You know, I know that's the rule, whatever, but I don't like it. Because he didn't do nothing close to what you did. You know, that's the thing about it. Because remember, we all going back and forth because he haven't fought nobody. And Earl Spence been doing all the heavy lifting, and he did. But then Bud tried to fight who he fought. But they was a little bit out of the age and haven't fought in a long time like Cal Brook. Okay? I mean, come on. You know? So, I mean, it is what it is. You know? Yeah, Andre Matt was not honest. Yeah, of course they wasn't. They wanted Bud to win, no doubt about it. And they wanted him to win like dominate, you know? And he did a pretty good job. I mean, but that's not your job, the commentator. A commentator was a call both sides in that swirl circle. If Canelo threw a good punch, you better say that, damn it. Say that. And if a boy blocked it and came back with a straight right or uppercut, shovel jab, whatever, then say that. But don't sit there and be amused and allowed and ooh when Bud do something, then when Canelo do something great, then you pretty much just like, yeah, Canelo, that's a good shot. That was an amazing shot. Yes, it knocked his ass off of balance. You know, I mean, come on. But no, the bottom line is this: Jerron Ennis, he needs to do what Earl Spence did. I mean, Jamil Charlo did. You know what, Eddie? Line him up and let him fight him. Line him up and let him fight him. Get a win here, go to the next one. Get a win here, go to the next one. Because I see right now that Eddie looking for the big name, and it's not happening. All right? It's not happening. So, man, so basically, no, that's what I want to see. Just like let Boots do what Jamel did. Go in there and clean out that whole division. Don't just fight one fight and become undisputed. You know, a lot of these fighters now, that's why it's watered down. All these fighters now, they trying to look for the easy route. The easy route. That's what they're trying to do. You know, we know Bud's opportunists. Everybody know that. That ain't no damn secret. I mean, come on. Shit. James Brody, what's going on, Brody, baby? Yes, sir, KQ, you are 100% right. Yes, sir, man. Hey, man, look, I'm just telling it like it is. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. Like I say, y'all support this channel. Ain't nobody giving me no money to push nothing. Shit, I'm going to tell it like it is. Now, that's my opinion. I got one. Everybody got one, you know. You know what? That's a good question. I never hear that, Z. Demetrius Andrade. He messed up that boy career, what he had left of it. Remember Demetrius Andrade, everybody? One of the top amateurs in the country. It was always him in the finals. Always Keith Thurman in the finals. They was in different weight classes. But, you know, they all still they both still was in the same region, but different weight classes. Rhode Island and Florida. The amateurs, man. Keith Thurman was always number one, and then Demetrius Andrade. Then he gets to the pros. Oh, man. I mean, the dude was a boxing fool. But once he left Rock Nation, he had to sit out a few years because he got messed up, and that was the beginning of the end of his career. Then he hung on and then got with Eddie Hearn. And what did Eddie do? He did the same shit that he did to Devin Haney back then. Now, look at Demetrius Andrade. He trying to get a fight with any damn body. He trying to get something out of this sport before he get too old. Thanks, Eddie. You fucked up another fighter, another American fighter. Yes, you did. See, sometimes foreign promoters don't do well in other countries. Especially this is the United States of America. Because we got great fighters over here. Yes, UK, they started boxing, but we perfected it. And Eddie don't know a good thing when it slapped him in the head. That's how I look at it. You know? So, I mean, man, shout out to my man Zoo Lion. And that yes, sir. I appreciate you, Zoo, man. I appreciate you showing love, man. Always showing love, too. Always showing love, man. Cash out. Yeah, it's like Eddie recruiting the ones that could hinder his plans from the opposite side. Yes. I always said that, too. I always said that you got Conor Ben over here, that he's at 147, but he's not really talked about over here. And then Eddie trying to sit here and shove him over here because he's suspended over there, but he can fight in this country. But when nobody biting, nobody didn't want it because Conor Benn is kind of like a hype job, right? I mean, no disrespect, but they're trying to put him in the same category as his father. You know, his father wasn't that goddamn great either. I mean, so, and then you got Chris Eubanks. Chris Eubanks sat there and got Roy Jones Jr. as a trainer. And what happened to Chris Eubanks? He's sitting up there trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. He's sitting up there fighting like Roy Jones Jr. I mean, I'm like, wait a minute. Stop. What you doing, dude? And then you turn around and got that little boy jaw broke. I know, Roy, I mean, come on. I know Roy, he's an icon. He's a Hall of Famer, this and that. But still, he fucked up. He know that guy couldn't fight. I mean, wasn't that strong. And he went up there and got a spar partner way stronger than him and broke that boy jaw. And that's why that boy father got on there and going in on Roy Jones Jr. He was on Money Brown. He was on everybody's channel. And that's when Adrian Broner was been fighting. He was been fighting Adrian Broner. And Adrian Broner said, hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, how long he going to be out? And that's when BLK Prime came into play, baby. Hey, that's what they say. Hey, we ain't got it, right? Go man. Because AB said, man, look. And Christy Martin, the coal miner's daughter, was his promoter. So she said, hey, look here, BLK Prime. Look, my client, give him $15,000 to hold him off and pay for his trainers and stuff. Because since this fight ain't gonna happen right now, y'all gonna reschedule it. And you know what they said? We ain't got it. You ain't got it. Their net worth was only $7 million. But guess what? They paid Terrence Crawford when he fought David Anthony down there in Omaha, because they know Terrence Crawford like to sue. And that's another thing. When boxing gets so goddamn watered down that everybody want to go in the courtroom now. You got more people fighting in the courtroom now than you got fighting in the square circle. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah. I mean, come on. Lamont Rose, Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford. I mean, who else knows? We ain't gonna talk about the MMA because Dana White stay in the goddamn courtroom. Shit. And AB too. That's right. His ass stay in the courtroom too. And then trying to snitch on people. Well, the judge told AB, look here, where you getting this money from? Because, see, her daughter saw his ass on Instagram flashing all his money. Yeah, you know how we do it, right? And mama, and that's your client. He called his ass in court, and he said, well, I got friends, and and she said, what kind of friends? Steven Espinosa. I'm like, oh man, you blowing up, man, you snitching, dude. He said, Al Haney. Oh, he's a lawyer, dude. You don't get a license taken. Man, AB was just snitching on everybody, right? He trying to stay out of jail, right? He tried to stay out of jail. Steven Espinosa and a guy named Al Heyman, they friends of mine. And she said, they just give you money? Yeah, AB, man, dude, man, you something else, man. You something else, man. You sit there and snitch on Al, right? And that Al won't even look at your ass. Because, see, Al was paying him under the table, so child support wouldn't take everything. At least he can live off of something, You see what I'm saying? So at least he can live off of something, and that's how, and he was, he pretty much, showing him some love. That's all. Because he fought for him for a long time, All right. Shout out to my man, Walt Dog Williams. It's up in here. He said, man, keep putting out the truth. Yes, sir, man. And that can out. Oh, Ow! I appreciate you, my man Walt. All right, yes sir. I hope I didn't call out the wrong name because I don't see in the chat. But of course he's listening because we had 83 in here. Okay, we got 71 now, but that's okay. All right, yeah. No, it was Devin Haney less than a month. Oh yeah, yes sir. Devin Haney and that fight, yeah, it is less than a month away. Yes, it is. Yeah, his talking that. Yeah, quick. Man, I was just laughing so much, man. I was cracking up, right, laughing at him. And then he said, Al Heyman. I said, ooh. Because I don't know if she did it or not. Cause if she want to really put the screws to Al Heyman or whatever, she could have brought him up on charge, but Al too smart for stuff like that. So, and lawyer and judges are former lawyers. So, no, AB just was being AB, and trying to stay out of jail. That's all. Just trying to stay out of jail. So anyway, let me keep going, baby. All right, let's keep going. All right, now, Carissa Shields, real fast. She got a lot of backlash for that Later Ali when she came out with the receipts. Well, I read an article. Let me see, what was that guy named? King Shula. Shout out to Fanan. All right, he hit me up on him. Right, King Shula. That's his name. He's not a boxing channel. He's just a regular YouTuber. But he mentioned this. And he went in on Carissa Shields. He believed Carissa Shields is malicious, jealous, has a bad attitude, and petty. And he believed that Later Ali is an icon for women boxing. And I'm not going to hop on this because we already talked about this many times. But this goes to show you, when it reached the casual fans, and when the casual fans are talking about it, then, you did the okie dokie, you did the dum-dum, and then you do a video, you said, y'all man can't talk about Tank, and then, hold on, she didn't say nothing else about it. Then she went on talking about Shadeja Green and everybody else. So that's the way, like some of these content creators, BF and all the other guys, that's how they draw you in. Because her title was saying that about Tank, right? So you're going to click on it, right? But she didn't talk about that, right? That's the old trick in the book, baby, from YouTube, all right? You put something in the title, then they click on it, and you don't talk about it. You're talking about something else, right? That's an old trick in the book. That's the old motherfucking okey motherfucking dokey. That's what it was. That's what it was. So now, of course, she started talking about the Shadeja Green and this and that. And she's scared of Shadeja Green. I'm sorry, she is. See, Carissa Shields is trying to be flashy. She's trying to be this person that, I'm the best women boxer in the world. No, listen. You need to have some respect for yourself first, sister. Then you need to have respect for your contemporaries and your fellow opponents, your fellow fighters, and the fighters that came before you. You need to have respect for them. Because, see, you believe your shit don't stink. And it does. It does. And you gotta stop acting like you're so goddamn ghetto. All right? You do. Shit. Because, man, it's just an old trick in the book. All right? And I'm not going to hop on it long, but all these content creators, you too chumps out your little ass. All right? I ain't forgot about you. You too with your little skinny ass. And then you're trying to act like you know every goddamn thing, right? And which you don't. Shit. Like my man Knockout said, all y'all do is fucking read. That's all. Shit. And listen to other people. Anyway, let me keep moving on. Anybody got a problem there? You know where to find me at. All right, every day at 11 o'clock, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure y'all hit the like button too. All right? Make sure y'all hit the like button. All right? Now, let me get to my man Shakur Stevenson. All right. Wow, wow, wow. Shakur Stevenson. Now, let me say this about Shakur. Let me say this about Shakur. All right. Now, people fed up with his ass too. All right. People are fed up with his ass too. So listen, Shakur and T.O., they keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? But ain't nothing being done. Ain't nothing written in stone. Ain't no contract signed. This is all smoke and goddamn mirrors. That's what it is. Ain't none of this been done. Shakur Stevenson, he lost his damn mind. Let me tell you why. So he want to be that guy. He's going around. Every time Till posts something, he's coming responding. He's following him around social media. Huh? Man, come on. Really? I mean, listen. Shakur won't stop shadowing Till online, and it's starting to look like career survival. All right? Not trash talk, career survival. He needs T.O., I think. He can't get tanked, so he needs somebody that he can fight and can win and look like he dominated. So therefore, if T.O. supposed to be the a lineal champion at 140, then if he beats him, well, in his mind, he think he gonna be the almighty number one in the sport of boxing, which is not true. But stop telling this man lies. All right? Stop telling him lies, Andre Ward. Y'all both be the big bros. All right? Well, you better tell this little dude he's not that guy. He won't be that guy if he beat T.O. And T.O., he's sitting around playing guess that name, right? you know, when they asked him a question about the fight, he said, well, who you gonna fight? Well, who you gonna fight? Well, all I can tell you is that he's black. What kind of racist shit is that? What kind of racist shit is that? Are you kidding me? And then he brings up a non-black. You know, I mean, which one it gonna be? The nigga think a little too much. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. They think a little too much. EH. But yeah, Albright or Keyshawn. Yes. See, that's the thing about it. Keyshawn Davis is a better fight. Let me tell you why. I think I told y'all. I think I did a thumbnail on that. That fight ain't gonna happen. I keep saying this. This fight is not gonna happen. Because first of all, T.O. can't make up his mind. I mean, yeah, that'd be a good fight. T.O. with top rank. But Shakur's not. You see? So now T.O., he playing around, playing games too. You know what? Bob Allen gonna get rid of your ass. I really believe that. Because you play too much, dude. You know, you're not taking this seriously. You know, and they ask you questions, you can't get a straight answer. Then who you want to fight then? You ain't gonna fight Shakur, and Shakur just sitting there waiting on him. He just sitting up there waiting on him. Hey, good job, Eddie. You doing a real good job over there, baby. I mean, really, with Boost and him. We got with Eddie. Yeah, Shakur with Eddie. Yeah. Eddie is messing these American fighters up. And Thomas Hill, you hit it right on the head, baby. Bob ain't letting that belt go from top rank. So that's why if if Shakur Stevenson, two top ranked fighters fight, then okay. Bob cool with that. Long the belt stay in top rank. Shakur is not with top rank anymore. So you think Bob Charles DeBow is going to let them belts go? Hell no. Insecure. If you this star, and it is this smart promoter, all right, remember Teach? Where you at, Teach? Huh? Man, you say he's the best promoter in the world? Okay, well, the best promoter in the world should move the fuck on. Stop playing games with this guy. Tell well, you had your shot, move on. Move on. Insecure, we're going to go for this guy. We're going to go for this guy. We're going to go for Albright. How about that? We're going to go for somebody else. Because Till playing games. Till won't even mention him in an interview. So now look at you. Now look at you. Now you're looking real bad right now, Secure. Your career might be taking a dip. So right now, like I said, fans, they fed up. They fed up with these games, these shenanigans. All right? Listen, look, the whole world looking at boxing right now. The whole world looking at the boxing fail right now. The whole world is waiting on boxing to be extinct, just like Pro Bowlers Association, the PBA. They gone. No more Pro Bowlers Association. They gone. Why? Because of dumb shit like this. That's why. Everybody want to play games. Everybody want to be a champion. You know? I mean, come on. And then here come Turkey. Here come Turkey. You know? And then, of course, all you got to do is get the Ring magazine and you the best fighter in the world. Are you kidding me, dude? Hello? It's 3 other sanctioned bodies. Matter of fact, it's 4 of them. Because the Ring magazine is not a championship belt. Shit. I mean, come on. But see, that's what happened when you try to mess with the Muhammad Ali Act. You see? Come on now. Now, Oscar mad. Oscar mad about the Muhammad Ali Act. Now, Oscar mad because he can't get no more money out of Turkey. Turkey's through with him. Turkey, shit. Goddamn, I'm through with this dude. Turkey set all y'all dumbasses up and try to lock y'all up in Alcatraz. And throw away the key. I mean, come on. He went over there and got Dana White. Because you know why? Him and Dana White think alike. They think alike. They want to be dictators. That's why. Dana White want to pay them peanuts to do 100 flips. That's all. That's what they're trying to do to the sport of boxing. They're trying to pay all these young fighters now, that what Earl Spence was saying. All these young fighters coming out the amateurs, they're going to pay them pennies on a dollar. Come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, Oscar sold ring, biggest mistake you made in your life. And let me tell y'all why. Because Turkey's using Ring magazine for promotion, publicity, and fucking lies. That's what he using Ring magazine for. And Matt Kellerman. He said, hey, what I need somebody that really. So he called and made a call for Matt Kellerman. And here come Matt Kellerman pushing in his agenda all the way to the end of the line. Come on. Really? Yeah, Eddie would be done once Turkey gets the rest of National. Yeah. He got 40% of it. All he needs is get that 60%. And bye, Eddie, you done. You done. Y'all gotta be the dumbest grown-ass men I ever seen. Y'all got to be. It got to be. Eddie, and honestly, you so fucking coked up all the time, you don't even think straight no more. Man, now he want everybody to sing Kumbaya. He want everybody to sing Kumbaya now. He want everybody to gather around and stick together across the Muhammad Ali Act. Well, when was that? When was that when you was taking all that money from Turkey? When was that when you sold Ring magazine? When was that when you put on fights, you got a Riyadh season in the middle of your goddamn canvas? The fight that you putting on. The fighters that getting paid overpaid. Now he feel the wrath on that ass. He feel that fire burning that ass up. Please, spare me. Spare me. What's up? Watch out, baby. What's going on? He said Eddie would be done once till you get the okay. Yeah, okay. I was trying to see my man right here. Yeah, Pounder, what's going on, man? KQ, do you see Top Rank next fight is going to free be on Roku, Tubi, and Pluto TV? Mary Spencer versus Mikael Mayer on October the 30th. What? Man, Roku. Okay. Man, that's fucked up. Man, okay. I got Roku, though. I got Roku. Yeah, I got a Roku that you hook on to your TV, you know. Man, oh, man. Oh, my, how the big head falling. If I can see this 5, 10 years ago, I wouldn't believe it. If somebody told me this 10 years ago, I wouldn't believe it. Oh, Von Greenhill, but now Hopkins gone. But now Hopkins said, I want no part of this shit. He said, I don't want no part of this. So he left. But now Hopkins said, I don't want no part of this. He left. Yes. B-Hop left. This ain't what I signed up for. And you know, he feels strongly about the Muhammad Ali Act. He feels strong. He's an old school dude. He's an old school fighter. He think old school. He left Oscar. Fuck that. Buy me out, whatever. Because Oscar couldn't do that. I mean, Oscar couldn't do the things he do without B-Hop. Now, it is Oscar company, but B-Hop had a little stake in it too. And he was the co-chairman or whatever they call it. Because when you see Oscar, you see B-Hop. Well, B-Hop ain't around. B-Hop said, I don't want no part of this shit. You do what you want. I'm out. And that's what he did. So, there you go. Yeah, oh yeah, you can't even steal that one, but gotta have a smart TV. Yeah. All you gotta do is just have a smart TV, or you can buy the Roku from Walmart or something, you know. Oh yeah. You see, B-Hop, he been to prison, he been around the world, he knows what's going on. He ain't stupid. He not stupid from a long shot. And he will speak his mind. He don't give a shit who you are. Your excellency, my ass. He will speak his mind. What's up, Terrence? So that's how he is, you know. Now, let's keep going, okay? Let's keep going. Any great thoughts on that? Any great thoughts? Any great comments? Yes, sir. Eugene said Oscar made a mistake when he sold. Oh, okay. I think I read that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is crazy. We're gonna have regular boxing plus a juice league on the side. You ain't lying, man. Boxing is really taking a dump. It's really taking a dump on everybody. You know, and what I'm saying is, you know, these are the casual fans that's speaking up. These ain't the diehard boxing fans. These are the casual fans that keep boxing going. They the ones that keep boxing going. The casuals. And now you got people from the inside reckoning out from the inside out. And that's a damn shame. You got the greatest fighters, former fighters, that's walking away. Lennox Lewis. I mean, Bernard Hopkins. They don't want no part of that shit. No. I ain't doing no commentary. No. No. But then Roy Jones, I haven't seen him commentating. He out of here probably. I ain't checked on him yet, but he probably out of here. You know, I mean, come on. Then you got guys like Andre Ward. You got guys like Max Kellerman that don't know shit. Right? You got guys like what's his name? Chris Mann. I mean, you talking about guys that used to write goddamn articles, right? Articles. You got guys that used to write articles. Then you got the old boy, what's his name? Showbiz, a showbiz adult, you know, the one with the big eyes and shit, right? He out there, he got the ass kissing lips on now. He got the ass kissing lips on. See, he didn't stay with what got his channel to be so big. He had to change up now. He had to change up now, right? Because he wanted a deal. He wanted a deal. Now he got one. And now guess what? Guess who else want to change up now? Guess who else looking for a deal? Blue blood sport. Yeah. Everybody got a deal self him. Right? Well, maybe if you weren't doing all that goddamn lying, maybe you would have had a deal. Shit. You ain't champ side. Shit. If y'all would have had a deal if you didn't do all that damn lying. Shit. And tell me I look around, he was lying about something. Guess what? And he got caught in a lie. Please. It was shit. I'm quite sure they looked at it and said, oh, wait a minute, that's a Bill Haney channel. And then Bill backs him up. And Trey be like, Bill who? Bill Haney? Oh, hell no. Because Bill burned his bridge with everybody. He burned his bridge with everybody. Yes, sir. Showbiz got that turkey money. Yes, he did. See, you give up that. Sometimes, see, some guys, they will give up their integrity, for money. They would. Goddamn, they would. Some people give up their job for money. If I found $50,000 on my job in the corner over there, make sure, look around, make sure nobody watch me. I grab that shit, hide it. Then when you get ready to go out the door, hey, hold on, Miss Anderson, come with me to the office. See that camera up there? That camera caught you caught. I'm sorry. Where the money at? All right, okay. Now you can pack your clothes and you can leave out of here now and don't come back. Come on. Man, come on now. So your integrity is gone as a man. As a man. You just say anything because he told you to. Oh, yeah. It's the perfect magic trick of all times, goddammit. The perfect magic trick. And what makes it so bad, you push a certain fighter. Y'all remember them days, right? You push a certain fighter to be that guy. Like Eddie Hearn was pushing Anthony Joshua ever since the Olympics. Oh, yeah, everybody knew Anthony Joshua was going to be a big because he had the backing. Hey, Shakira, they wanted you to be a big guy, too. But remember when you said, I don't like to lose. Right, well, they had you being that big guy with the silver medal because you couldn't get the gold, right? So you got the silver, right? So they expecting big things from you. Then what happened? We got nothing but a dud. Shit, damn. Man, what happened? Because some people can fight in the amateurs, but some people can't fight in the pros. They just can't. They still have that amateur style. They have that fucking amateur style. What's up, Trey? What's going on, my brother? Louisiana's finance is in the building. What's going on? So that's what it is. Some people just can't fight, from the amateurs to the pros. Even though Andre Ward, he tried to help. Andre Ward, Bud Crawford, everybody tried to give this nigga some help. Well, y'all remember when De Los Santos, he fought De Los Santos, they all sat around him trying to get him. Well, see, this what you did wrong. He still didn't want to listen. Now look at him. He's the undercard fighter. He would never hit a card. Never. See, if you are that man, if you are that face of boxing, or if you are damn halfway the guy, you would not be on no undercard. You would not. You would be, man, the main event. Oh, I appreciate that, Trey. Oh, gee, rumors, Marcella versus Andy going to happen. Who you think winning and how? Oh, okay, man, look. I think Amanda Tyler is going to win. If that comes to fruition, DZ, Andy Cruz is a good fighter, and now Cuba, they fight now more like not that running style fight, right? They stand there now and they let their hands go. Okay, but Andy Cruz don't fight like that yet. He doesn't fight like that yet. And Murtaugh gonna cut that ring off and come straight to Andy Cruz. Now Andy Cruz can box, yes he can, but he just don't have enough to stop Murtaugh. I think Murtaugh pretty much got the box out you and got the power to stop Andy Cruz. That's what I think. Now I give Andy Cruz guts though. All right, I'll give him great guts because he came out the amateurs. He didn't want that 2-4 rounder. He didn't want that 6 round to start off with. He said, I want to go straight to 10 rounds. And that's what he did. And Keyshawn Davis, you need to start running from his ass and go ahead and fight him and get it over with. Because you got your ass whooped by him 4 times in the amateurs. So, anyway, yeah, so that's how I see it, DZ. Okay? That's how I see it. You know, because a lot of guys can't come out the Olympics and do well. I mean, you only got a few elite, like Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, you know, and back in the days, you know, you got Roy Jones Jr. He went to the Olympics. You know, everybody, you know, but now, today, people don't care about the Olympics like they used to. The Olympics used to be the man. Man, our country, baby. Our country. You know, that's that was our thing, you know. But then they started letting the pros coming to the Olympics, you know. And that kind of put like a damper on that little way, but you know, it is what it is, you know. But yeah. So now I'm gonna talk about Erickson Lubin now. Okay, all right. I want my time to run out on me, y'all. Okay, I appreciate everybody. If y'all hit the like button, ones that's coming in. Okay, all right. We still got about 71 in here. Okay, we reached something. We got up to about 90 people today. Okay, so but anyway, Erickson Lubin. Okay. Well, first of all, let me say this. Andre Ward. Okay. Now I will give him a little goddamn credit. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay, because he's real biased towards anybody from top rank. Anybody from top rank. In fact, we did a search on how many Olympic boxers make champions. It's very low. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Z. It's some people just can't transition. They can't transition from amateur style to pro style. Now, Quasi Cap, when Tank took the so-called knee, which he didn't touch the canvas, I'm just saying, they do that in the amateurs. The amateur, you're supposed to take a knee when you want to time out or tap your head when you want to time out. I don't know, was he flashback or what? I don't know. I ain't trying to find no excuse. I just thought I mentioned that since we talking about amateur. Okay, that's all. Okay, so y'all don't gonna be running with it, cause I know y'all screenshotting this shit. Yeah, you Blue Blood and that little short ass what's his name Champ Side and that motherfucking freaky deaky BFTV. I know y'all sitting up here want a screenshot. KQ said this. KQ said this. You know, I mean, damn. Yeah, I said it. Damn shit. But y'all know what I meant. Okay. Now, Andre Ward. Okay. Andre Ward, he warns fighters. You know, and I think this, I agree with this. He warned fighters that listen, don't go answer sparring and for the pay and go in there and spar without signing a disclosure act. Other words, let's say Terrence Crawford go in there and spar Brandon Rios or some shit, right? And Brandon Rios go in there and whoop his ass, right? Well, you don't supposed to show that to nobody. You don't want that, make that happen, you don't want to make that happen, so you, when you say, that's funny, even they had to laugh. Who you talking about? In fact, I did a search, Blue Blood and Trey. Oh yeah. I mean, Blue Blood steal people's shit. I mean, he lied about shit. I mean, he just a motherfucking thief. Goddamn it. But he steal content. He don't steal goddamn jewelry. Motherfuckers want to be motherfucking old ass Howard Cosell ass. But anyway, so Andre Ward is saying that listen, don't go in sparring and spar, let's say a star, without signing an NDA. Now, NDA, y'all know what that means, a non-disclosure. Okay, that means that don't go in there and then everybody got their cell phones out. Everybody got their cell phones out. Click, 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 right? Don't do that. Okay, don't do that yet. Say, hey, before we start, I need to sign something. So all these people out here, get rid of these cell phones and don't be putting that out. Cause we all chatty patties around this bitch. We all chatty patties around here, right? All right, that's what we do, right? That's what we are, right? That's what we bring. So you go in there and Tank, cause y'all remember the Tank and Devin sparring, right? When Tank was piecing his ass up, that's right. That's his old school style. Sparring stays in sparring. All right, you don't talk about sparring because sparring ain't nothing but practice. You don't talk about sparring because you working on things. You trying new things out. That's what sparring is. But this generation, y'all want to post it on social media and shit like that, right? See, see like that, right? And yeah, you're right, Marquis. Then you got Floyd Mayweather, right? Oh, we know about them wars, some sparring wars, right? Turn the bell off, goddammit. Whoever fall and get knocked unconscious, they the winner. Shit like that. I mean, please, come on now. Man, Yeah, Floyd didn't allow cell phone in the gym. Yes. I mean, sparring was to stay sparring. And like I say, it doesn't mean it's a real fight. That doesn't mean that, okay, you did that in sparring, so you're gonna do that in the fight. No, that ain't what it means. Just because you might lose in a sparring match, that don't mean you're gonna lose in the fight. Because you're working on things, you trying things. You see? And Andre Ward is right on this. You should sign a non-disclosure act. Don't put that sparring tape out there. Anybody do will get sued. And I think every gym or every fighter, Eddie Hearn voice, every fighter should have that. Yeah, you got to spar. Yeah, G, you got to spar. But you don't have to put it out there, though. You don't have to put it out there. Yeah, they're like Carissa Shields, Miss Gloat. She's bam, ass got slapped. Right? Because she could be the man. Men are just, stronger than women, and just naturally, And so man, I mean, it is what it is, So Carissa got knocked on her ass, So sometimes, you got to stop running your mouth so much, Carissa. Now, Anderson Lubin, all right? This is the last one I got for today. Okay? Now, Anderson Lubin, no, he running that mouth. He's running that mouth, baby, man. Listen, but in a good way and sometimes in a bad way. Now, I respect that he's giving his sparring partner. I mean, not sparring partner. He giving Ortiz a lot of respect. He giving him a lot of respect, and that's good. All right, so that way you know what to expect, and you're not looking through him or whatever. You're not taking him lightly. But then again, I think he's kind of like getting a little bit carried away with it. Yeah, we know, you find a good fighter, this and that. But don't get so carried away like you trying to, like, it's like he's defeating his own fight before it started. Oh, he good this and that. He good about this. He good at this. He good at that. Matter of fact, he beat Mancherall way better than Terrence Crawford did and this and that. So what you saying is that you finna fight him and you might lose, so you trying to cover your ass. Is that what it is? I mean, if boxing got to that point, y'all, did boxing get to this point where shit like this go down? And I'm trying to figure that out. Huh? I mean, absolutely. Now, when I hear about Jamel said, man, Lubin, he a tough cat. He a tough guy. So I don't know if he punched hard or not, but I mean, Charlo knocked him out. But still in all, that was then. This isn't there. So he know. Now he's a veteran there, basically. So, but hopefully he fights will go the way I think it will. Because right now, I can tell you basically who I got with all these fights is about to come, like the David Benavidez fight, the Devin Haney fight, the Lamont Roach fight. I kind of like know how all of them are gonna play out. No doubt about it. Oh yeah, I mean Lubin, he can fight southpaw. He should have been at 147, but he always wanted to fight at 154, and and he made the best of it. So I think we got a lot of good fights coming. And that David Benavidez card, I had David winning this fight over Anthony Yard. I don't think Anthony Yard ready for no type of guy like that. I really don't. I don't think Anthony Yard ready for a David Benavidez. David Benavidez about to make a statement. He about to put 175 on notice. And one thing about it, Demetrius Bivol, you better get well soon, dude. You better get that back together and bring that ass. Because one thing about David Benavidez, he's not going back down. Rod, what's going on, baby? Hot Rod in the building, baby. What's going on, Rod Walker? All right. So therefore, David Benavidez, I think he's gonna just dominate Anthony Yard. It's not gonna be easy, but it's not going the distance. Okay. So that's how I see it. Lubin seems hungry for a championship. It was he been hungry for a championship. When he fought Jamel Charlo, when he got knocked out, okay. But after that, they interviewed him after the fight and he said, "Man, look, I'm hungry, and and I want what they got, and this and that, and I ain't gonna stop till I get it." And you know what? And I believe that. I believe it. And I think he's still with Cunningham. I'm not for sure, but I think he's still with Cunningham. And so hopefully he'll get there. And sometimes you got to crawl before you walk, not come in at the last minute and get crowned the champion. I don't like that type of shit. I like for a person to work for theirs. That's how I look. That's how I like it. All right. Yes, sir. Rod Walker said, "Man, he's gonna beat Yard into Bivens after round 6. It's a done deal." Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I say, listen, Dave Benavidez is a different type of fighter that Anthony Yard haven't seen. Now, I'm not down to Anthony Yard or anything like that, but this guy ain't from Sheffield. This guy is not from the UK. Dave Benavidez is right here from the United States of America, and he fights different. No, you don't have to bring the fight to him, because he's going to bring the fight to you. He's going to walk you down. And one thing about it is, you ever seen a heavyweight on the back foot? Well, goddamn, you'll see Anthony Yard on the back foot. That's just how much power David Benavidez has. That's just how much experience and power that David brings to the table. So, no doubt about it. So, that fight, I'm going to play out, man, well. And listen, let's not forget the young phenom. All right. He got clipped that fight on Lubin versus Mel. Oh, yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, he got clipped that night. Yes, sir. Benavidez throws combinations that 175 is not used to. He would be active and overwhelm Yard. Yes. Like I tell everyone, one thing about David, the difference in David and Canelo throw one punch. All right? Trying to hurt you. One punch. But David, he going to throw in combination. David going to be, and every shoe shine to the body, head, or torso, whatever, it's power in both of them hands. So, and that's going to be a great entertaining fight. Now, one more thing before I get out of here, listen. Abdullah Mason. Let's not forget about Abdullah Mason. Okay, he's fighting also. And man, oh man, man, Eugene said, "Okay, you should call a pillow fight championship fight." Introduce the chat to a new sport. Man, yeah, man, y'all gotta see that pillow fight. I mean, they was in the ring and everything, right? And I'm like, man, it look like a real ring and stuff. A pillow fight, man. That's crazy. All right, man. But anyway, so Abdullah Mason, I really believe that, he's gonna show out, like he always do. But it might be his best performance, to date. I really believe that, So, but let's see what happened to all these fights. All these fights is coming. All right. So with that, man, that's all I got for y'all today, y'all. All right. I appreciate everybody coming in today. I appreciate everybody showing their love today. All right, man. But once again, we got to do it tomorrow. Same time, same place tomorrow. All right. So don't worry. This was the weekend we supposed to be having a Fundura fight, but it got canceled. So, man, that's a bummer. But I might call that Worley fight and that Parker fight. Okay, that's if you all want to see it. Okay, matter of fact, I put a poll up tonight, and let's see if y'all want to see that fight tomorrow. But that fight will be in the UK, and so that means it's gonna be an early fight. So that means they're gonna be during the day, which is a bad deal, really. I feel bad for them fighters over there, and over in Saudi Arabia, because the boxing market is here. Okay, all right, Eugene. Yes, sir. So the boxing market is here, I think. All right. So, but anyway, with that, DJ, I was trying to see what you were saying. OG, you said Yard is weaker than Ukrainian fighter, than the Ukrainian fighter. What Ukrainian fighter? Because Benavidez hitting with everything and look okay. Benavidez not from Ukraine. No. It's his father's Mexican, and I think mom is Ecuadorian. No, they're not from Ukraine. But no, I said Benavidez is more experienced than Anthony Yard, and of course he does hit harder in combination than Anthony Yard. He's not like Canelo throwing one punch at a time. Anthony Yard, David Benavidez throws in combinations, all right, and he double up on that power, So, and he gonna bring the fight to you, So, you talking about Rob? Oh, you talking about Glavakin? Oh, okay. No, you know what? I didn't see that fight. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay, I thought you were talking about David Benavidez. Okay. No, I was talking about when Benavidez fought the fighter on 175. He is from Oh yeah. You're right. You're right, Deez. I'm sorry. Yeah. That was Glavakian. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. David had a hard time. You know why? Because David was getting acclimated to the weight class. So that's probably why. But he got the job done. But he had some competition though. But David stood in there and got the job done, and then because that was his first fight at 175. And it was hard, but he did, he took care of business. So yeah. So I appreciate that, Dizzy. Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, you're right. David did fought the old boy. Yes, sir. Rod Walker said that dude is a big guy and took a lot of punishment from Benavidez. Oh, did he? Wow. You know what? I gotta go back and watch some of these fights I missed. Well, some I did miss. Some I just forgot. So, but I remember David fought him, but that Benavidez fight, I want to see that. When Benavidez on that. Yeah, because he is a big guy, and Benavidez, man, shoot, that dude can punch. Yeah, that dude can punch. So, but yeah, that's all I got. Anybody got any questions, any concerns? He definitely knows what it takes now. Oh yeah, David knows what it takes now. And I wish, I really wish that his brother could have got his act together, because his brother, he was a standout amateur. Where they from? I mean, he had the whole city locked as far as on boxing. David wasn't really, like that right then. David was kind of overweight and things like that. But yeah, I wish your brother couldn't have came up. That's the same one that fought Terrence Crawford with that one leg. A bit of it didn't hurt him at all. The Ukrainian was standing tall. Oh no, he didn't hurt. They wasn't able to hurt him. Yeah, no, they wasn't able to hurt him because David was, used to he wasn't used to 175, and his power wasn't there that night. I mean, now he knows. Now he knows what it takes. So, what's up, Boston Latino, baby? Where you been, man? I ain't seen you, man. I ain't seen you in a while. You good? All right. Okay, good to see you. And now I saw you left me that message on Instagram. Yeah, I only go live at night when I can't sleep. I have a hard time sleeping. It's not like an everyday thing or anything like that. That's why it's always good to turn your notifications on. Okay, always turn your notification on that way. When I'm on. Two dog in the video. Yes, he is. And you know what? And David is staying active too. I like that. He's staying active too. Yeah. But you doing good? You doing good, nephew? Yes, sir. You been chilling? Okay, good to see you though, man. I ain't seen Boss Latino in here, man. Okay, amigo. All right. So, but yeah, David was, he's that guy. I think he's that guy. But I don't think, and I hate to say this, and I like David. He's one of my favorite fighters, but I'm gonna say this. David never will have that fan base like Canelo. I'm sorry. He just not, and I don't mean nothing bad about it, nothing like that. I just don't think they're gonna warm up to David like that. I just don't think they're gonna warm up to him like that, So yeah. So how much for a ranch? Says you a ranch? What ranch? What ranch? That's what I wanted to know. If Yard is stronger than Goloski. Oh, okay. I don't know. Cause Yard, the fights I seen Yard fighting, he dominated. So Rod Walker, he said Glover is a tough fighter, and he did not have the skill to keep up with Benavidez. And you are right, he outboxed him, but never hurt him for his fight. No, he did. That's a big dude too. Yeah, that's a big dude, Rod. You right. He a big dude, man. Yeah. Canelo has a bunch of names on his resume too, though, OG. Yeah, you know what? That's the thing too about it. Canelo has a lot of. When I say he old in boxing, he's old not age, but fighters. When I said about Terrence Crawford, Canelo is older than Terrence Crawford, not by age but fights. I mean, Canelo has so many fights, and I mean, and he's still going. And he's only 30-some years of age. He ain't in his 40s or nothing like that. So, that's another thing play a part. I mean, David, he just a dog and everything. And don't worry, he got fans, but I just don't think the country gonna get behind him like that. That's all. Yeah. Canelo was fighting since he was 15 years old. Yeah. He started fighting when he was 15. And in Mexico, I don't know how true that is, but they say you can fight like twice a week there. I don't know, they talking about amateur or what. But yeah. Man, that's some shit, So, but anyway, man, listen, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I appreciate you all. I appreciate everybody that supported KQKC today. All right. I agree, but if it is a hardcore fan base. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So with that, man, I'm out of here, y'all. Man, keep your head on a swivel. All right. And Devin Haney got his L erased in Tijuana. Oh, did he? Now I knew he had one erased already. So he lost in Mexico. I didn't know where though. I knew that for a fact. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, Bill Haney got that loss took off Devin Rackin down there in Mexico. Yep. Yep. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. See, BF said they won't talk about stuff like that. But I will. I will. Okay, I will. Shoot. I mean, just tell the truth sometimes, y'all. Damn. I mean, it ain't that hard, is it? Damn. If you don't know, you just don't know. Man. But, it is what it is, y'all. All right, so with that, man, I'm out of here. All right, I think somebody else is on. So I see everybody, they dodged out of here. So with that, man, I appreciate y'all. Okay, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. Hey, Cassandra. All right, what's going on? All right, good to see you. Okay, and Rod Walker said, Bill, what's like, not my Devin. How much is it? I'm gonna take to turn that L into it. You ain't lying. Down there in Mexico, man. The cost of them was a little bit way, way low. Right? I mean, way, way high, whatever. And man, Bill said, look here, man. Check this out, bro. Look here. Hey, look, you think, we can get that? Come on, bro. Come on, look. I mean, hey, what's your flavor? What you like? You know what I mean? Yeah. All for Devonpool. All for Devonpool. Yes, sir, man. Oh, man. What a waste. What a waste. All right. With that, man, listen, keep your head on a swivel, baby. All right. And with that, I'm out of here. All right. Everybody take care. And I will see y'all on tomorrow, same time, same place, baby. All right. And with that, man, I'm out of here. Oh!
This song is dedicated to all those ballers out there and all those hustlers and just people out there just getting their money on, you know what I'm saying? To all of you haters, just remember this. I'm living it up, y'all.